A U.S. trade war with China isn't likely to happen, despite the touchy situation that is North Korea. But something far more devastating to the U.S. economy could possibly unwind following North Korea's claim late Saturday that it had tested a hydrogen bomb strong enough to reach U.S. shores. That is volatility in financial markets, with enough impact to set off panic and lead to an economic standstill, said international trade expert Christoph J. Pelk in an interview. An outright trade war is not likely because it would be so devastating, says Pelk, who works in the political science department at McGill University in Toronto. But what is possible is a series of retaliatory steps or miscalculations with the strength to shake global stability. Such steps happen, says Pelk, when you suddenly increase trade barriers, in a way far in excess of what is normally allowed by the rules. Last month, the Financial Times reported that China offered to cut its steel exports by 150 million tons, but President Donald Trump rejected the offer. He could have claimed his acceptance as a victory. The fact that he didn't is worrying. On Sunday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin told Fox News that he would draft a new sanctions package for President Trump, extending the administration's pressure on China to rein in North Korea to all U.S. trading partners. Anybody that wants to do trade or business with North Korea would be prevented from doing business with us. Overnight, Japan's Nikkei 225 and the South Korean Kospi Index both fell about 1%. In retaliation to increasing pressure from Washington, China could increase tariffs on steel or on exports that the U.S. market heavily relies on. One is rare earths that are needed to manufacture smartphones. China produces 90% of the mineral. China isn't the only partner affected, says Pelk. Because world trade is so interconnected, no trade partner would be spared. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe told The Washington Post he would not tolerate a nuclear test in Australia. President Trump's tweet on September 3, that the United States is considering, in addition to other options, stopping all trade with any country doing business with North Korea, raised immediate alarm. The slightest standoff between Washington and Beijing, who are major trade and investment partners, could upset their economy, Australia's Foreign Affairs Minister Julie Bishop told SBS News. Australia's Foreign Affairs Minister Julie Bishop. Trade partners who share regional supply chains such as the U.S. auto industry would be especially hard hit, says Pelk. The nylon for seat belts is sourced in Mexico, woven in Canada, and sent back to Mexico, where it is stitched together before being sent to the U.S. and fitted into autos. More of what's trending on the street.